Hey there, this is Scott.
This is Scott.
And this is RV Life from top to bottom. Thanks again for joining. We hope you're having a great week. We're trying a new format.
Yeah, so it's going to be kind of interesting. We have a little more technology on our side, and I think the microphones are going to just really help the sound quality so we don't sound like we're in a tin box.
Yeah, hopefully that'll make it great. So the hope here is that you can watch our travels. We're full-time RVers, and so we work remotely, travel around the nation. We've had our TikTok for quite a while. We had an old YouTube channel, but we thought we'd maybe reboot this just as kind of a new, more updated, fresh look at how you can travel full-time and where we've been. Well, we're going to talk about Sedona and specifically Cottonwood, Arizona. And we stayed at Dead Horse Ranch State Park. And so we have been there before. Gosh, how many times do you think we've been there?
At least 3 times. So I think this was our 4th time.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
We've had every camper almost that we've owned.
That's right. And Dead Horse Ranch State Park is what it sounds like. It is a state park in Arizona. Arizona does an amazing job with their state parks. Would you agree?
I love the Arizona state parks. They just do a great job with friendly staff and beautiful areas that we've been in. I think, but you know, as I think about it, we've been to definitely three different state parks.
Oh yeah, and they've all been great. So Cottonwood, Arizona itself is really just a stone's throw away from Sedona, which we love Sedona, of course. There's just amazing hiking there. Sedona's gorgeous, right? It's supposed to be the vortex.
Just all the red, just all the energy, great hiking trails, just beauty, 360 degrees.
Yeah. Thoughts on Cottonwood? I mean, great food. Their downtown has been completely revitalized over the years. They added a new winery, which has been incredible. What's the name of that dang winery? I have it here. Oh, Merkin.
Yeah, Merkin. It was a great winery because we've been going to Cottonwood since 2019, and the city has come a lot. It was interesting. I had to drop off a package at UPS, and they're like, you know, the lead singer from Tool
that's
lives
right
here, and so he's been putting a lot of money into the city, and the city has definitely benefited from his contributions with the bars and restaurant. Sedona is amazing for all the natural beauty, but I think Cottonwood has the true nightlife.
Yeah, it's really pretty fun. We've had a really, really good time there. So in Dead Horse Ranch State Park, there's a ton of hiking trails. One of them took us to this really cool set of ruins. I got to look at my paper to remember the name, how to pronounce it. They say it's Gut Ruins, which is great. So we took a little hike and we've got some video there of that. It was really cool. So first of all, it was a beautiful hike to get over there from the campground.
Yeah, it was nice because we didn't even need to jump in the car. You know, the National Monument touched the state park, and so we were able to just walk straight on over from our campground.
That's right. We got another stamp in our national parks little book. You'll see that on the next video that we do, which is kind of good.
Also at the Dead Horse State Ranch Park, if you enjoy fishing, they have fishing ponds. This one, and there's also horse activities if you like horseback riding and mountain biking. It is a full active campground.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. I'm going to put my headphones on. Is that okay?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should have said.
Oh my gosh, we're such novices. So then let's talk about Sedona's. A part of our 2026 loop that we're taking, which is taking us all the way east out to the Poconos for a month, is that we've been trying to do more hiking. And we're originally from Colorado, so we're used to hiking and we love it. But sometimes you just kind of get in a route and you never really get out to do it. So Sedona, of course, was a great kickoff for us to do tons of hiking.
Yeah, and it was where technology has changed a lot since the last time we went to Sedona. I know I tried the ChatGPT event. I said, hey, we're going to be in Sedona. This is the type of activities, you know, because it's all about the prompts with ChatGPT. And it came up with 3 different hikes for us to do. And we actually ended up doing all 3 and then just plugging them into All Trails, and off we went. Yeah,
it was great. So the first hike we did, now we've done other hikes there previously, and I'll show some pictures of that now of some other hikes we've done, which have all been wonderful as well. But this one, we wanted to do Cathedral Rock because that's kind of a very popular local hike. And of course, it was gorgeous. And so we've got some video here we'll show as we're talking about that. But a couple things to know about Cathedral Rock. It's going to be pretty busy because it is pretty much right in town. There's just a lot of people on the trail, which to us was no big deal. It was a lot of fun. But for parking, that makes it a challenge. So they have a free shuttle that you're going to need to take up till 5:30. and then that last shuttle leaves, right? And then you got to figure out how you're going to get home. So plan when you leave. Most people recommend going sunrise or sunset. Would you probably agree with that?
Yeah, we did the sunset in the evening, and it was kind of tricky to figure out the whole bus schedule thing, but we'll put in our description the link
Yep.
about the bus schedule and how that works because it depends on what day and
Yeah.
the time is when those shuttles are running.
And then we actually went and planned to be there at 5:30 when the parking lot opened. So just remember, it's a little bit like Hunger Games. There's a lot of people trying to find a few spots. So be gracious as you park. But anyway, we got there. You'll see in these videos too that it really is just quite stunning. There is some scrambling pieces. It starts out, I mean, you're definitely climbing pretty much right out of the parking lot. But there's one big scrambling section. And then really the rest of it behind it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, for me, it was just a moderate hike. It wasn't too strenuous, but there was maybe just one point where maybe if, someone that's hiking with you is struggling with it, all you do is give them a nice booty tap and maybe up that rock side.
Particular way. And then when you get to the top of Cathedral Rock, there's the infamous sort of cliff picture, which is really pretty cool, right? And so we even saw people getting engaged there, which is kind of fun. I don't know if most people know about it, but on the backside of that top area, there's a whole nother little section you can go around, and that also goes up. And that was really cool. There wasn't very many people up there. And again, beautiful pictures up there. The sunset was amazing. So if you get a chance to go sunset, go sunset.
Yeah, because when we did that a little bit higher up side, we got the great photos that you'll probably be seeing because the sun was setting just right and the two canyon walls really set the tone for that photo.
So we finished that hike. That was great. And then we wanted to do Devil's Bridge, which we've always heard about Devil's Bridge as well. And what'd you think? I mean, that was pretty awesome.
It was really cool because we also have our Bronco that we tow behind the motorhome. And so it was actually the first time we took it
Soda off-road
trail.
Yes.
It was fun that, granted, you didn't have to have a 4x4 vehicle to get to the trailhead. There was other options, but we decided to take the Bronco out on the road. And
yeah, a lot of people you can park and then just walk basically where we were able to drive with the 4x4. But it's beautiful once you get there at the beginning of the trailhead and you just start going. And I mean, it was really, really, really pretty. I had seen pictures of it, but just didn't know what to expect until we got there. The panorama views, by the way, up there are just really crazy. It's pretty stunning.
Yeah, and get your photo because it's also another photo spot for being on top of the bridge. Some people were kind of nervous and scared about walking out on it because essentially there is cliff sides.
It's like walking the plank, sorta, but it was wider out there than what it looked like from the side you took the picture. It was fun. We met some really nice people out there. So, and people are really gracious and they offer to take pictures for you and all that good stuff. So,
be something I'd hike again.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Really
it was kind of surprising. You do this little area where you scramble up a little bit and then you walk, I don't know, 500 yards and all of a sudden it's like, boom, you're there. Just I expected it was a little bit further. So that was kind of fun. So
yeah. Did you see any devils while we were there though?
No, thank goodness.
Neither. So I don't know why it got its name, but of course we were angels.
Naturally, yes. And then the next hike we did was to Doe Mountain, and we had our friends Keith and David come along, really funny guys. And so we had never hiked with them before. We met them years and years and years ago in upstate New York. Wonderful guys. So they joined us on a hike. And let's first talk about Doe Mountain. What are your thoughts?
The mountain was not as busy as the other
correct
hikes that we have done, but it still did have quite a few people on the trails. And what was nice about Doe Mountain is probably like quarters of a mile is a single track. You're going up to the top of the mountain, but then once you're up on top, then it's a plateau, and then everyone just kind of spreads out. So once you're up on top, boy, we hardly saw anyone up there.
And it was deceptively large up top, I thought, because it just felt like you were going to go to this one side, take a couple pictures, and then go back. Oh my gosh, it was stuff everywhere.
So what was really cool about doing Doe Mountain, us of our 3 hikes, was we got to see the other 2 hikes from Doe Mountain.
Yeah.
So it was just really cool to get perspective of where we were within the Sedona Valley as we were able to see Cathedral Rock from Doe Mountain, and then we could also see up the canyon for Devil's Bridge.
Yeah, really great stuff. Pretty much when you leave the parking lot, you go up like 13 switchbacks, and God love Keith. Keith, you're adorable when you watch this video. Keith is a little afraid of heights. And so This hike, we would say, is not very afraid of heights friendly. Poor guy, man. There were some spots. It does look like you're going to fall off a little bit. You're not, but and when you're afraid of heights, man, anything can look a little scary. But he did great. He got up there. And again, we all had a great time. We got some pictures, and I'm not sure Keith would do it again. What do you think?
And so, when you are hiking with someone new, like that's also part of like consideration, or even, for family with little kids, because maybe that would also be a little nerve-wracking
Oh,
for
yeah.
little kids.
Yeah. And that was our time pretty much in Sedona and Cottonwood. So by the time that week went fast.
It sure did go fast. So while we were in Cottonwood, what did you think of the restaurants?
The food was amazing. They have an Italian place called Bocce. Some people call it Bocce. We asked the waiter how to pronounce it. He said, whatever way you want it. So we're like, okay. So that was great. Of course, the vineyard was really, really good. We have a favorite Mexican restaurant there. That was good. I don't know. What about you?
It was kind of fun. Like we did do some wine tasting up at the vineyard. And the wines were Italian, a little bit more unique. Very wide diversity of food and just really good meals. So what's funny, when you go back to a place again and again, our very first year to Cottonwood, we saw the javelinas.
The javelinas, yes.
And I swear, every time we drove by that corner, I was looking for those pigs.
We never saw one.
Never saw one again.
Now, when you're hiking out there, you don't want to see a javelina, because we've heard they're pretty mean. But no, we did see a lot of deer when we were hiking over there. No javelinas
this time.
And no rattlesnakes, thank goodness, because it was so warm, so early, the snakes were out. But, we were lucky we didn't see any there. So in terms of thumbs up, thumbs down, 100% thumbs up to go to Cottonwood. Absolutely thumbs up to go to Sedona, right?
Yep. And if you do stay at Dead Horse Ranch State Park, they do call it the Dead Horse Ranch Shuffle. And all of our other years, we were able to do the shuffle, meaning that we just stayed in our one spot the entire time. But this time we actually did do the shuffle and had to move sites. One thing that Arizona did change back in the days, it used to be 6 months was the reservation window, but they did extend that now to a full year. So
yeah, plan ahead
on this one, because it's a very, very popular destination for camping.
Yeah. So a lot of times if you want to be there for, I think it's at max 2 weeks in a state park in Arizona. So sometimes you just can't be in the same spot for 2 weeks, depending on how far out you book it. So definitely think ahead. And if you have to do the shuffle, it's not the worst thing in the world. But still, it's just a beautiful area. The vistas up top are stunning, I think. So, thanks again for joining. Again, this is Scott.
This is Scott.
And again, we're RV Life from top to bottom. And we hope you enjoyed this. Stick with us. Subscribe, like, comment. We're going to be doing a video a week as we travel. Most of our stops are week stops. Is that pretty close?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. Couple little bit quicker ones in there. And we're traveling all over the U.S. again, like we've done for many, many, many years. And so hopefully you enjoy these, and we'll keep them coming. Thanks again for joining.
Thanks. We'll see you next week.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.